If you missed the last episode, I talked about my poison ivy on my arms and my ankles and down low a little bit where the sun don't shine, because I must have went and used the tree as a bathroom. But yeah, I was incredibly uncomfortable for like 2 or 3 days, and then I decided to pull the trigger and go to the pharmacy and get some prednisone. So technically I am on steroids right now, but let's try this coffee real quick. That's good coffee. And we're charging up right now. Let's get the phone going. This is breakfast. We got the eggs. We're on steroids today. Throw those over there. We got coffee, a little bit of honey. I'm gonna eat a banana, some Greek yogurt, orange juice. Very simple. And there's the machine. This thing is massive. Today is one of the most exciting days on the Will.MagnerFitness Homestead channel, because today is the day that I just bought a Ford 775 backhoe front loader. It's from 1979. It weighs 17,980 pounds, and I can dig my whole foundation, my whole septic. I can dig everything I want to. I can make French drains. I can scoop dirt up from over there where I dig the foundation out and pour it on my driveway. I can clean up the mud in the driveway. And so this is going to be very, very nice to have around. It's got an extra bucket, I guess an extra large scoop bucket right here, an extra wheel that's in really bad condition, but if something happens to this one, I could put that on somehow, maybe to get it to go somewhere. So there's some broken glass, there's some plexiglass. It's hard to start because you got to spray some starter stuff in there, but it does start and it runs every time. And I just drove it like an hour home down the road and it was awesome. It's got a couple hydraulic leaks, but nothing you can't fix for a couple, like, you know, $100 or whatever a line. And this is pretty much like the Upper Peninsula project pass around tractor, because we bought it from some guys who developed 2 properties. They did the same exact thing I was doing, and they dug out their foundations and everything, and 2 friends split it, and they bought it from someone else who did the same thing, and now I'm buying it and I'm gonna do the same thing, and then I'm gonna sell it because I'm scared that the engine's gonna blow up, or there's gonna be a problem that I have to fix that I have no idea what to do, or I might fall in love with it and I might keep it forever. but there is a little blowout coming from the engine, which means the rings are starting to go bad, and that would mean the engine needs to get rebuilt at some point. So the strat here is maybe, depending on what happens, depending on where my life takes me, is that I'm going to use this for like a year and then slang it for the same price I bought it for. And that's just the name of the game out here. People buy big pieces of equipment like skid steers and heavy machinery out here, and they just use it for a while and then sell it. And it's a lot more common out in the country or way up north for everyone to have tractors and heavy equipment, heavy machinery like that. I never would have imagined that I would own something like that in my whole life coming from Chicago. Let's check out the condition of the driveway real quick. So it's gonna be hard to see on camera, but there's divots everywhere. There's thumps and lumps, and it's bumpy, unmaintained ground. Right here, you can see there's a big little lump that I have to drive up every time. And then there's all these stumps and branches and crazy stuff that I've just been running over with my Suburban. And that backhoe is going to be able to rip everything out. I think I can probably get it done with the loader and just drive through here, rip all my stumps out. If I want to even push these back, I can probably clear these entire patches of trees just by pushing it into it and making it go away. So stuff like this, these big stumps in the road, they've got to go, and I've got to make it clean. This one is especially frustrating because it's like a mound right there, and then there's a big stump right here. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's big and annoying, and I don't like running over it. This thing's a hazard. I'm gonna hit this eventually if I don't get rid of it. More stumps right there, just everywhere stumps. The stumps gotta go, no problem. Now, the next challenge on my driveway is this 20-foot area over here. There is a 20-foot area that's muddy. If you've been watching, it's right here. Check it out. It's all muddy and gross and annoying, and it needs to go away. Just a little bit of black mud, and it's real fertile. It's good ground, but every time I run over it with my Suburban, I like sink down a little bit, and I have to put it in 4-wheel drive and then pop it right back into 2-wheel drive after I pass through that area. So that needs to go. All this stuff is just crazy. It needs to get graded over here. And then there's these little swoop-de-doos over here. You're not gonna see it too well, but you swoop-de down a whole foot and then back up a foot and then down a foot. And there's a couple of those over here in this grassy area near the highway. And so I'm gonna clear those out of here, scoop them out, fill them in, and make them go away. The goal is to be able to take delivery of materials for my cabin by Monday. And it is Saturday night at 5 p.m. right now. And so I got my work cut out for me. I have to pretty much just realistically take care of this stuff over here, because this is kind of like the bumpiest, muddiest area. And then all these stumps and everything are really not too big of a deal, but I would like to clear them out. And I want to get this driveway completely done, completely graded and drivable, so that I can take my Prius across this the next time I drive up here. My little sister has the hand-me-down Suburban. She's been driving that for like 2 years, and it's great for this project, but you know, Chicago is 7 hours south. That's where all my stuff is, and I need to drive back and forth a little bit, and so I need my Prius to be able to get back here and be the car that I drive around for the most part, because the building supply people can drop off all the materials, and so I really don't need a truck. Anyways, today's main event is the Ford 755 backhoe. This thing is so sweet to have around, and I'm not gonna have to waste my money renting a backhoe for $1,000 in town, and I'm just gonna do tons of work over the course of a couple weeks and months, and then maybe sell it. I left my door open on the Suburban and the battery died somehow. I think it maybe turned on like a dome lamp or whatever. So now I gotta jump it real quick. Luckily, I got a battery in the trailer. I got batteries all over the place over here. I got battery banks, I got extra batteries, trailer batteries, dead batteries, huge batteries. Take that baby out. Huge battery. What the heck? Positive. Red is dead. Black is whatever.